Hi guys, this is Dorpen Church, St. Vitus, Dorpen Church in Germany. I'll have a little look around here and see some of these beautiful things. It's quite deceiving on the style and the build. I say a lot of these churches that we look at, they're not necessarily about the aspects of modern builds, as it were. It's more about what the land was used for originally, what the area was back in the current and past times. Let's go around here a little bit and just show you down here. This is rather interesting. I do like that particular this little fellow, St. Vitus himself. Oh, that is amazing. I love that. Let's get you a little zoom part in there. I like that. Really, really nice. And this with the rather than the child. I'm sure we're going to see hopefully one of the dragons in a moment as we go around here. You can see it's deceiving. From the outside it looks quite small and modern, but you can see the architrave. I'll show you on the roof set in a minute. We're probably coming the wrong entrance really. Let's give you a little pan round to there. So it's got a nice mix of old with new, or new with old, whichever comes first. Rather interesting insignia on the actual altar itself, so we can see that. Get you on a zoom. And we'll just pan around here a little bit. Sorry if the lighting changes a little bit on this particular church, as it were. So my 52nd great grandfather, believe it or not, was actually involved in the area of Dorpen back in the day. Now the classical hall was 1798 circa, was built in place of the old chapel which was inaugurated in 1801. Many tales to be said. I'm going to show you up there on the ceiling in a moment just to see. I think you've already got a little snapshot of that. So we'll go there, we'll just walk around and get these other parts in first for you to see. Some amazing artworks. We've got Magdalena there. Mary Magdalene. Get that into there. Very, very nice. So hopefully you can get a feel for the size of the church itself. So it really is modern with old as we go round. Stations of the Cross, which you expect to see in most churches really. I'll come around to the Agatha in a moment on the other side. I quite like that in a way. See the symbol, we always see the symbol he's using, the mark, on his right hand. Just zoom that part in there. That always gives us a good indication. Mark there. And I say some of these absolutely, you can see you're in the old part of the chapel now. I say it's very much a mix of old to new and new to old, as I already said. Paulus is quite interesting with the sword. There's quite a story about Paulus actually. I suppose similar stories and tales to George and the Dragon. There are some similarities there, I guess. But battles and fighting and what have you. Just give you a little pan round there. Hopefully you get the idea of the size of the place. It's rather large. Petrus up there. Boniface. And this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I find absolutely amazing. If I can get a little zoom up there to show you. Can you see that? You've got the excellent pieces there. I'm going to go and get some photo shoots afterwards actually, because there's quite some nice things. Again, from the outside it looks quite plain and boring. It's only when you get inside you think, oh, hang on a minute, this is quite nice. Oh, Jesus on the cross, as if it ever really happened. We know that to be false. But Agatha, I quite like Agatha. I mentioned her a short while ago in the video. Let's get your little pan on her. So quite a few stories about her, which is quite fascinating. Probably not a long enough video to show. Telfer. Then we all know this fellow, don't we? We've all seen this fellow many a time before. But what's interesting on this particular one, that we don't see often in the churches, is the skull at the base of the feet. I'll just get you on there. Often got other depictions. I do quite like that idea there, and what that symbol represents. So, there we are. St. Vitus Church, Dorpen in Germany. Interesting place. Now, I wouldn't recommend most people going up here into the high altar area. I guess I'm privileged that I'm allowed to in many respects, for a multitude of reasons. Bird there on the cross, a little urn, quite nice. But what's of particular interest, I do enjoy that. So, that's rather interesting, isn't it? Do you like that? We see the IHS a lot. Most people know what that means, really, to be fair. It doesn't need any introduction from me. You can see we've got the Alpha to the Omega. The Alpha to the Omega. The IHS with a cross. Quarterly cross, though, not high set. It is a quarter cross. And we've got the style of the symbol of crown here, actually, which is quite nice. There's so much detail in there that has so much meaning as well, which is quite interesting. Give you a little pan around there. There's just one statue that I missed, didn't show you guys, which I really should. Now, remember I said down the bottom there we'll find George and the Dragon. Well, there's a surprise. Look, here's George and the Dragon. It was pretty obvious that we're going to see him. So we'll just come down here and hopefully get you a decent view of that. And then we've got the Lady Chapel, which is quite nice. I think there's a Lady Chapel there. It might just be a door outside, but let me just show you there. Very interesting, very good. Quite similar to most other representations, though, that we've seen, to be fair. Don't think there's anything in here that you'd want to really see in the hall, in the main entrance area. But we'll just have a little look anyway. We've got the usual pamphlets and things. There we are. Dorpen, Germany. It's a really interesting place. It's got so much history. And it's so nice. I think one of my favourite ones here has to be this fellow. As I said to you, there's two in here that are particularly of interest to me. And that's the two that are in this quadrant, ironically. So, which I've already shown you, but let's get you from a different one. So that one's quite interesting. You see the blades at the bottom there? Again, you don't normally get those blades coming through at the bottom. See those? With the serpent's tail as well, which I find interesting. The serpent's tail on there says a multitude of things to me. But I say, it's this little statue is not my favourite. That we've already seen. But I didn't really show you. I don't know how much of this you can see with the reflection. I'll try and get in so you can see it. Look at the finite detail on there. Absolutely amazing. Very nice. Okay, good.